Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jeremy here at ExtremeWeatherTracker.com, updating your tropical weather at 1 p.m. on August the 29th, 2011. The tropics remain active over the weekend. We had Tropical Storm Jose form, and actually his remnants are racing off to the northeast, and he has dissipated and lived a very short life, as we knew he would. We also have Tropical Depression 12 located here just to the southwest of the Cape Verde Islands, around 10 north. It's moving off to the west currently at about 12 miles per hour, and you can see most of the convection that's showing up on visible here is off to the west, and that's because it's dealing with some easterly shear as well as some dry air to its north, but should become a tropical storm within the next 24 hours or so, before taking a more west-northwest turn, and actually should be located somewhere here north of the Cape Verde Islands over the next 5 days or so. So let's look at the tracks for Tropical Depression 12, and you can see Tropical Depression 12 located here just south of the Cape Verde Islands, and most of the models bring it off in a west-northwest direction, and actually a lot of them start to recurve it here around Bermuda. I think the models are a little bit too far north with this right off the bat. I believe that the more southerly track is probably going to be the correct one. I think the northern half of the Lesser Antilles and Puerto Rico and Hispaniola need to monitor this over the next 4 or 5 days. We have plenty of time to watch it, but the general direction right now is to the west, and it must be noted that most of these systems that we've seen try to get going out in here so far haven't really got going till we got past 50 west. Now, the longer this system stays weak, the further west it'll go, as we've seen in the past. I won't dive into the specifics of the Atlantic highs out here and the trough that's coming in right now, as this is really too far out to guess right now what's going to happen, but I do believe that this will propagate a little bit farther to the west than what these models are hinting at, and should be somewhere just to the north of the Lesser Antilles Islands. And some of the patterns I've looked at does favor possible U.S. landfall again, this thing getting drawn into the southeast United States. So this is something we're going to have to watch very carefully over the next several days. We have a long time to watch this, and it should develop fairly rapidly and could become a major hurricane. Now, this is the National Hurricane Center's track for what should become Tropical Storm Katia, and as you can see, they bring it up to a tropical storm status probably within 24 hours, and then by 8 a.m. Wednesday we're still at tropical storm status and moving west-northwest, and then out about 4 days here, 3 or 4 days, we start getting actually 8 a.m. Thursday we get to hurricane status, and then the 5-day cone brings it out and just basically just to the north and east of the Lesser Antilles here. And I just have a feeling, just looking at the models, that this thing should follow the bottom half of the cone here, maybe making it a little bit further north than that, and be somewhere in this area here around 55 west and possibly around 15 or maybe 17 north here. I don't believe it will go quite as far north as indicating right now, as we have seen these systems in the past stay fairly weak and actually bring it around on this more southerly route. So we'll see what happens with this, and over the next few days we got plenty of time to watch it, but this should be our next tropical storm here, and this should be named Katia. Katia did replace Katrina. We are going through 2005's names again, and I think 5 of those names has been retired, including Rita that hit Texas, Louisiana coastlines, and Katrina, which hit New Orleans. So Katia is basically replacing Katrina. Now, one thing I actually want to give some hope to the Texas folks today. I want to talk about this. Actually, this was a frontal boundary that's actually extending back out into the Gulf of Mexico, and basically the frontal boundary is starting to lift out, but there's going to be a piece left behind, and actually the models are showing a low pressure area forming in this area coming up around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday window. And you can see all this mess of convection down in here, just a lot of convection going on. It's really indicating that the MJO has returned, and we're getting a lot of upward motion, a lot of thunderstorms firing in this area of the world, and basically this is propagating to the northwest, should combine with this low. There's a bit of vorticity down here, and then should start moving to the northwest and actually into southeast Texas sometime around Thursday and Friday, actually bringing rain, lots of rain into this area of the world, much needed rain. The high pressure ridge over Texas right now should retreat to the north, and then a frontal boundary is forecast to actually push its way back into Texas and actually just sandwich all of this rain that's coming up. Just keep it going right in here in this area over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I looked at the reports from the National Weather Service, and they're saying that some areas could receive as much as 7 inches of rain in this area as this tropical disturbance moves in. And I want to show you, this is the NAM forecast. And this is valid for Friday, and you can actually see Friday there is actually, looks like a tropical storm, at least a tropical depression, 1,004 millibars here, sitting here just off the southeast Texas coastline, moving to the northwest. And this is the NAM for what the NAM believes will happen. Actually, this moisture coming out of the Caribbean, combining with this cutoff low off of this trough split, actually combining and bringing some moisture into Texas. You can see this would bring some much needed moisture into Texas, and then actually bringing it into southeast Texas and hanging it around for about 4 to 5 days before this high pressure system actually pushes it back out into the Gulf. So this would be a great scenario here for us in southeast Texas. This would bring some much needed rain. Most areas at least receiving 2 to 3 inches of rain. Some areas in isolated spots receiving as much as 7 inches of rain. So yay for Texas. We're looking forward to this. I know all my friends in southeast Texas here, we really need this rain, much needed rain. This could be our drought buster that we've been looking for. So we're watching tropical storm, tropical depression 12 should become Katia, and we actually could see some kind of tropical system developing here. But regardless of any development or not, this should start slinging moisture to the northwest and into southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana around the Thursday time period this week. So we're going to be looking for that much needed rainfall here in southeast Texas. So I just wanted to give you guys this little hope that we will receive some rain over in the near future. So anyway, that's the update for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. This is Jeremy at ExtremeWeatherTracker.com. Have a good day.